Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
The general meaning. The female poet Emily Dickinson compares hope to a little bird which encounters cold storms. The detailed meaning. In the first stanza, Dickinson uses metaphors to convey an idea. She compares hope to a little bird, a thing with feathers. She is calling it a thing because it is an imagined bird, not a real one. Hope is nesting or sits in the soul. Hope is also singing, as a bird, an everlasting melody, without saying any word. So here hope is personified and singing as a human being. Singing brings happiness and makes life cheerful. In the second stanza, Dickinson compares problems to a gale or a storm. The storm tries to weaken the little bird, but it fails. The lovely song of the bird can be heard even in a stormy day. The storm should be very harsh to be capable of destroying the little bird. The little bird tries to keep warm, strong all the time while singing his lovely song. In the last stanza, the female poet said that she could hear the song everywhere on earth. The song of the bird can be heard in the coldest lands and on the strangest seas. Then she uses another metaphor when she compares herself to a piece of crumb. This bird won't eat it even if it is hungry. Dickinson means that to be hopeful will not cost you anything or demand anything in return, for it will make you stronger and more cheerful. In the most difficult life, hope offers man the greatest comfort. The poet's intention. Emily Dickinson is talking about how hope played an important role in our lives. Hope raises our spirit up and keeps us going even in the most difficult times. Man feels lighter just like a feather or a bird. Hope cannot be heard or seen, for it is an abstract idea, but it is felt inside our hearts. Hope is a universal experience. It doesn't matter in which country we live or what language we speak. Hope lies there inside till the end of life. Dickinson is also talking about problems in life. Problems try to destroy us, while hope makes us stronger to face any problem. Hope doesn't cost us anything. It only helps us to continue our life undefeated by problems. Metaphor. Metaphor means the implied comparison without using like and as. To clarify an idea, the poet doesn't say that one object is like as another. he says it is another. Emily Dickinson uses a lot of metaphors here to clarify an idea. She compares hope to a little bird. She also compares soul to a nest, and problems in life to the gale or a storm. She also compares herself to a piece of bread, a crumb of me. Personification occurs when an inanimate object is given a human form, or when it is made to speak to clarify an idea. Hope is personified and compared to a human being because it is singing. Alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the initial sound in two or more words in a line of verse. Alliteration occurs in the first stanza when the "the" sound is repeated as in that the "w" sound is repeated as in without words. In the second stanza, the "s" sound is repeated as in soarstorm, and the sound is repeated as in that the. In the third stanza, the "s" sound is repeated as in stranger's see. Rhyme. Rhyme usually occurs at line ending in poetry. It consists of words which have the same vowel sound. The consonant preceding the vowel must be unlike the sound. The poet should not use too much rhymes to avoid monotony. The rhyme scheme in the first stanza is A, B, C, B. You can see that the second line and the fourth line rhyme each other, as in soul and all. In the second stanza, the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. That means the first line and the third line rhyme each other, as in herd and bird, while the second line and the fourth line rhyme each other, as in storm and warm. In the third stanza, the rhyme scheme is A, B, B, B. You can see that the second, third, and the fourth line rhyme each other, as in see, extremity, me. Contrast. Contrast occurs when two opposite pictures are found side by side in a poem. The sweet sound of the bird is in contrast with the harsh sound of the storm or gale. There is another contrast between the words warm and chilliest. Repetition means repeating words, single lines, or whole stanzas, either to bring musicality to his poem or to emphasize a particular idea. The word never is repeated to show that the rhythm of life changes all the time, and hope keeps man's life balanced. The words and that are repeated. And is repeated 5 times at the beginning of the lines. that is also used to describe the other characteristics of hope. This is the end of the lecture, and I hope you enjoy your time. Thank you.